Is it, wait, Barty? Well, yeah, I know.
I was like, Marty.
Marty McFly?
Marty.
I'm still a fan of Artina a little bit, no offense. I love you too. But I do like Britannia. I think it's very interesting.
Yeah, I think that relationship, Britannia, like Britannia? Which one is it? Britannia, okay, sorry.
It should be Santitney. Santitney is so much funnier. It like won't catch on. I keep saying this and no one pays attention.
Were you surprised by the feedback to Brittany and Santana? I mean, people were really into the two of them. As a couple.
No, I think that, we started getting into that storyline almost as a goof at first. It was like this funny joke about them sleeping together because they were so close, and we just thought it'd be funny. And then as we started taking some time with it, we realized how we had a group of people that, for this show, was so inclusive and representative, and then there was a group of people that we weren't representative of. Is that right? Tancharoen? We're representative of? Yeah. And this whole, sort of lesbian and bisexual female community, and so we said, well, let's get into it. Let's see what this is about, and let's try it. And it was, we're fortunate the network wasn't resistant of it, and sort of let us try it out, and then it became something much deeper. And so we're very proud of it. So I guess we weren't surprised because we knew there was a group of people out there looking for something like that. So.
I also think people, what's so exciting, why people respond to those characters in particular is because they sort of, I think like America watched us realize that we had two incredible talents on our hands that we didn't realize. Like we were both in both Heather Morris and Naya Rivera, who are just, and we just kept uncovering all this stuff. I mean, they would, Heather was sort of cast almost as sort of a, like sort of a background dancer, and then Naya was sort of cast as like a pretty face, and then we just realized like that Heather is a comic genius, and Naya is as well, and then has this crazy, incredible voice that we just. So that's what's been exciting about that for us. That it was like, oh my God, like how did we get so lucky to get those two actors? Anyway.
So just for the record, Santana is a lesbian and Brittany is just into anything.
She's just pretty much.
Awesome.
She's pretty bitch.
Next.
Hi. I know there's been rumors about the cast members leaving the show, but I was wondering if you've given any serious thought about a possible spin-off with Kurt and Rachel and Blaine.
We were, yes. It was nice Peter Rice allowed us to explore that as a possibility, a spin-off with some of those characters. And it was actually, it was weird when Criss was saying that he heard via Twitter about not coming back, because we've been talking about this since March with all of those actors very specifically. So I don't know quite where that was coming from, because it was something we were exploring. Right now, Ryan and I have this other show as well, so you kind of have the two shows, and Glee is sort of, as this big mothership, and so I think we're leaning against doing it, but we certainly have explored it. We were, it was, like I said, Fox gave us the opportunity to explore it. I think we're going to pass, but it was thought about.
And then just for the record, the spin-off would focus on characters like Rachel and Kurt, maybe venturing to New York and pursuing their Broadway dreams.
Possibly. I mean, we didn't get look, if you watched the finale last season, that was certainly something that we were planting as a possibility, because we were investigating it, but we didn't get much further than that, like I said, because it's hard to do this, and so it would be a lot.
Next question.
Hi. My question's for both the writers and Darren. I was wondering, now that Darren is a series regular, congratulations, by the way, to both you and Harry. Will you guys be willing to develop his character more and possibly explore his background, possibly with his relationship with his dad, or even developing relationships with Glee characters, maybe like Santana, as a friendship? And
okay, I think that's enough questions. Thanks.
I liked all of those questions.
Yes.
Cool.
That's why we made him a series, right?
Is Darren Lane gonna become part of the New Directions? I would imagine he has to, right?
No, I like
You're
I like
gonna
Dalton.
have to tune in. For so many of these things, you have to tune in.
I like Mike that you try and sneak him in there. It's like, oh, casually, like, oh, while you're not paying attention, I'm gonna ask you this huge spoiler question, and maybe you'll forget and you'll
Slip
land.
it in. Next question.
Hi, on behalf of choir teachers everywhere, we thank you for making it cool to be in show choir. For the cast, what would your dream role be on Broadway?
Ooh, good question.
I want to be Kim in Miss Saigon.
I don't see it. Shit, it's like a...
Harry? Dream Role on Broadway?
Oh man, Singing in the Rain.
I would have to say the MC Cabaret.
Todd?
Dot.
Wow. Ursula. Rock that.
Next question.
Hi, this question is for Brad and Ian. Brad and Ian, which of you wrote Azimio's brilliant lines, and will Azimio have more of a prominent role this season, kind of like Karofsky?
Yeah. We switch off.
Yeah, those, yeah.
But yeah, he's such an awesome character. Named after an actual guy that went to Brad's high school.
He's a buddy of mine, Azimio Rashad, yeah. And no, we switched off on that one. And we don't know about Azimio coming back next year. We don't know.
Thanks for the question. Next.
Hi, I have a two-part question for Darren. Were you disappointed that you didn't get to sing the Disney song in the finale? And also, which Disney song would you like to perform?
Man, that's a loaded question. If anybody knows, I'm a huge Disney fan. I don't know. I would be intimidated to sing a Disney song. I think Disney's a tough machine to get a hold of, as far as rights are concerned, I think. But I don't know. I would want to sing probably something from Aladdin, man. I don't know. But like, ask me in like 5 minutes, I'll change my mind. But yeah, if that ever happened, I would definitely yeah, freak out.
Next question.
Hi, Brad. I just want to say I'm a huge Nip Tuck fan. Thank you so much for that show. Dot, you were amazing in that show. And my question is for the whole cast. I wanted to know, what part of yourself do you see in your characters on the show?
Well, I look like Mike Chang. A lot.
Very similar.
Very similar. You guys I mean, I feel he's a stand-up guy. You know, Mike Chang. He stood up for Kurt, and you know, I hope we get to explore a little more of that because I like to stand up for my friends. But I mean, outside of that, obviously the love for dance and stuff like that, we do put a little bit of ourselves into it, and I know the writers do that as well. So, yeah.
Dot, are you at all like Coach Beast?
In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. I mean, I'm a big gush. But as far as like the mean side of her, I can be, but not so much. And as far as like some of the stuff that she's been through in her life, I can relate to. So a little bit, yes.